Papa is the story of a young man who decides to try to find out about his mysterious past. Adopted at a young age by a very affluent family in Beverly Hills, Ben was raised with everything he ever wanted, except for the knowledge of who he really was. The story was written by playwright DANI ISRAELY, who drew from his personal true story to write the feature film, Papa. DANI recruited the services of filmmaker Emilio to tag team the film together as co-directors. Principal shooting took place in Bakersfield, at a home for the elderly, which allowed for the actual residents to have a chance to be on set and in a feature-length movie. DANI and Emilio knew that such a poignant and touching film would demand an all-star cast. Carefully they hand-picked actors audiences and critics alike all praise. Frankie Avalon, Anne Margaret, David PROVAL, Paul Sorvino, Daryl Hannah, Eric Roberts, Michael Madsen, Vincent Pastone, Emilio Rosso, Misha Barton, Natalie Biermans, and starring Robert Scott Wilson.
It's a great story, and to know that it was based, loosely off of a true story, I love that.
And through the years, the boy wants to find out who his biological parents were.
Ben Friedman, man, he grew up with a nice lifestyle in Beverly Hills, and to have parents that were able to give you everything you wanted, and yet when you come to a certain point in adulthood, you feel that void, and you want to fill it and find out where you came from, and I think that's the story unfolding, and that's his journey.
We can have a very precious film here, I believe, in this movie. I think it can be a gem of a little movie, and really a heartwarming, touching reminder of what's important in life. And this is what this is about, love, and how precious it is and how much we need it.
Met Daryl Hannah before. She's a true wonderful person, inside and out, and not only to work with her, I mean, she's a professional. She's done a lot of film, a lot of pictures, and she was just a pleasure to work with, and it was a very good friendship.
Picking an amazingly talented composer and using a top orchestra in Madagascar. The Papa soundtrack was recorded and orchestrated remotely from Hollywood while being recorded in Madagascar. Finally, principal shooting was done, and now it was off to the studio for ADR and all the fine-tuning to make this wonderful tale come to life. There were lots of crew members and lots of great memories on the shooting of the film Papa. Great friendships were made, but most of all a touching, meaningful and poignant film was made with a positive message about family, marriage, love, loss, and those miracles in life that suddenly give us another chance.
Number one, it's been nice and easy I say easy because the people are all professional, and that really makes it worthwhile. Everybody knows their job, everybody does their job, and we'll make a picture that we have fun making, which is very important.
Of course, my character isn't exactly the nicest guy in the world. When I was really doing it, I was a nice guy. I was more compassionate. I wasn't hired to be compassionate Ivan.
You know, he's a triple threat. I mean, you know, you talk about a guy who is a writer, which to me is amazing for someone to get a blank piece of paper and write a story that's sensitive and the communications, the associations with the characters. It's terrific. And as a director, you know, Danny's done lots of things, lots of movies in his career, has a great background, and as a producer, you know, the triple threat. So it's a pleasure working with you.
Thank you. Thank you.
The story of Papa has been with me for many years. The nucleus of the story is based on true events. However, the story has grown, has changed moods and colors. Characters were added, characters were dropped. We've gone through dozens of rewrites. Some characters became sexier, others lost weight. Some became nasty, others got a little kinder. Some were indifferent and others were super sensitive. But all in all, the Papa we have today is the best Papa. When I look now at the final product, overall I'm pleased. There's always things you say to yourself, I should have done, and you didn't. Moments you should have captured but missed. But overall, I'm pleased. You're never 100% happy, that wouldn't be normal. But if you're like 96, 97% there, every writer-director falls in love with his own project and expects everybody else to see it the way he does. I'm not that naive. I know things are not always as rosy as they seem. But and not too many people have seen the movie so far, but the few that did, some technical people and so on and so forth, thought that we have something really special on our hands, and all I could say is, let's keep our fingers crossed. The cast was exceptionally good. I couldn't think of one casting choice that wasn't perfect, because as good as you think you can see your actor portraying the character you wrote, things do go sometimes the wrong way. In our situation, I must say, things went even better than I expected. I mean, I couldn't have imagined it so well, and I'm super pleased. All our actors, without any exception, are super professional. They moved into the character so well, and what we got is so moving. And I mean, there are scenes that I've seen, of course, a million times, and I still, every time I see it, I get goosebumps and my eyes tear. And that's what movie making is all about.
Hi, I'm ISRAELY. I am happen to be also Dan's wife, and I'm one of the producers in the film Papa. Since I'm a clinical psychologist, I see this film as a very important message to the world. The film touches upon many sensitive subjects, such as elderly abuse, relationship among the family, father-son relationship. The sensitivity of this film was portrayed so well by all the actors that I couldn't have asked for better people to work with. The crew was wonderful. It was like a family. We made this film like a big family. Everybody cared and everybody put in this to help. And of course, DANI is a brilliant writer. He wrote a book, called Papa, and then he turned it to be a script. And the minute I read the book, I loved it, and I told him, this is it. This is an Oscar material. You have got to do it. And luckily, we found Emilio Russo, and he's been a great inspiration to our film. And I really want to thank Emilio, and with all his hard work and all of everybody else. The message that the film portrays is a very sensitive one, and you have to really listen to the characters in order to really understand the message behind it, because the way Danny wrote the script is a very witty way. I want to thank everybody for doing such a great job, and I'm so happy that a film was born, Papa was born, and it came out really very well. And I hope everybody else is gonna like it, love it the way I do.
It goes without saying that my wife Zahava was great inspiration and helped me throughout the movie in a great way. Day in and day out, from morning to night, she was by my side, and many times I needed that help, that energy that was needed. But Emilio, the story is about father and son, and Emilio, throughout the movie, became like my son, who stood by me, helped me, made sure I don't make any mistakes, make sure things flow, make sure that we don't go over budget. And I'm very thankful to Emilio for all that he has done to help this movie become what it is.
Yeah, it was great working with him, and we are continuing to work with him.
Yeah, it's only the first in many projects to come, I'm sure.
That's right.